Yes, this time I came to Tottori City, Tottori Prefecture. It's in front of the north exit of Tottori Station. Now, on a bicycle, I want to go to Tottori Dune. Nearest Tottori Dunes, Tottori Station is a station. If you take the limited express train from Osaka, it will be 7,000 yen. You can arrive in about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Let's go right away. By the way, it's a bike. Located next to Tottori Station. In the parking lot, you can borrow, if you use a normal bicycle for a day, 500 yen electric bicycle. One day, called 1,000 yen at a fairly cheap price. I can borrow it. Absolutely. Why don't you take a ride? Yes, straight down this main street. As you go, I can see the Tottori Prefectural Government. Left with Tottori Prefectural Government as a sign. I'm going... Yes, you've seen... This large building is the store manager Tottori. I'm going to... And you're on your way. Tottori Castle ruins. There is something called Tottori Castle itself. It's gone by fire. Called the ruins of the castle. Only the ruins remain. It's now a park. It is a tourist attraction. Now I see it in front of me. It's a small mountain. The mountains here. The ruins of Tottori Castle. Called. It will be a place. Japan's Warring States period. Especially famous busho such as Hideyoshi Toyotomi. And so on, and fight here. And so on. There are many histories. Have history and anecdotes. So time. Some people, please stop by. And Tottori Dunes. Description column. Tottori Dune. The sand that was carried by the wind about 10,000 years ago. It's a buildup. About 16 kilometers east-west. About 2 north and south, 4 kilometers. Area, 770 hectares. It's spreading. About 20 meters at the highest point. In that place, riding a camel, sandboard. You can enjoy. In a dune, sand is from the Sea of Japan. By rough waves and wind, carried from the raised mountains. It's made of sand. The dunes, always shaped by the wind. It's changing. The way it looks is amazing. Not only in Japan, many tourists from overseas, it is famous as a popular tourist attraction to visit. This time, I have an electric bike. We aim to reach Tottori.
Yeah, I let you stop my bike.
Tottori entrance here. Tottori Station. Approximately, the real world. If you have an hour or so. At the distance to... Yes. Tottori it's just set all the way up. So-called coast. Because there are many beach on the coast. Like a beach, rent a bicycle. Imogen, you can have them think. Recommended. Like a super giant version of the coast. It's like that. Sand quite fine. Tottori City. The population itself is like you're on the beach. So much nature is left. The sea is close. Enjoy the nature of old Japan. When you step in, a type that goes in and out. Sand. Hey, if you don't pay attention to your shoes, from Osaka, I came in my shoes. It's never a long distance. If you'd like to sightseeing, even those who came to Osaka to visit the Kansai region, if you have time, please. Maybe you should stop by. It's an area of sand. Really, the deserts of the Middle East, or in the particular of Africa. Tottori Dune is a place where I don't think so. The feeling of seeing at a glance, not very common. A great desert area. It has a rare terrain, as if great Egyptian feeling. The deserts of the Middle East can feel Egypt like coming to the desert abroad. I feel so. While in Japan, a high mountain, there's something exotic around the so-called horses that I say I highly recommend it. Basically, if you look at it on Wikipedia here, this place I'm going through now, Tottori around, it seems to be up to the most difficult point. Why is it good? Well, it's a steep slope, isn't it? Why is it brave? Hard to tell in the video. I remind you that it's a pretty steep uphill, so after this ordinary I'd bicycle, like to see, well, it's pretty good. Well, first of all, this great nature. It's a tough place to row. And if you get through the tunnel here, Japanese, because you look at Egypt, Tottori Dune is in front of us. I hope you enjoy it. Just sand. Tunnel. Only once you get out, downhill. But sure enough, I've been trying to climb up the hill. This contrast is good again. A ramp. Quite exhilarating. It's not just sand. It's a fun downhill. There is also a sea, the Tottori Dune claims. The man who rides the bike. Here, I'm going to do it. Feel the speed and wind. Yeah, great. I usually rode bikes, etc. Sports. It's a lot of sand. I ride a bike a lot. This electric bike. Through. I really want an electric bike. Did you live on rain alone? These plants. It's going to be a lot easier. I don't know much about uphill. If you can do it just by the rain. Summer. So really it's hard. I think sometimes I want to buy it. What kind of mechanism is this? I'm a little unsure now. Quite. It's expensive. Like this. If you go, I'm going to be comfortable up this hill. Groundwater. Once you taste it, you can't ride a regular bike anymore. There's a pond. Yes. It's like an oasis. That's what it is, in the desert. When you come here, Tottori Dunes, oasis. Related to restaurants, sand museum. Lots, it's coming up. Famous shops. That's great. Coffee. Forward. Seafood. There are so many people, but it's too much. There are many shops. The dunes are too thin. Really small. You can play, eat, shop, and anything. How big this dune is. I think it's a clear picture. By the way, Tottori Prefecture because it's close, it's also famous. I'm shooting with the latest model called X4. I see a camel. But the 360 there is also a camel ride. Not very clear about how to use it. In this shoot, isn't it good? Absolutely. I didn't use it. Well, it's okay. This ordinary angle camera. Here we come. This is the Tottori Dune shadow. Main spot, it's a place to be. There's a bike parking lot. Stop your bike there. I'd like to walk.